away at halftime, so you can still keep all that going. And we're back here live now as we got some of the technical things taken care of. I was sitting here talking about Eli Haggard and his drone service. So Eli's going on YouTube to check it out for us, and all of a sudden he's like, hey, aren't you supposed to be live? And yeah, so we had a little technical glitch and we got it fixed. But like we said, you haven't missed anything, really, so to speak. The Artesians are tied up with Whiteland in this Mid-State Conference matchup. Martinsville comes into tonight's contest on the season with a 8-3-1 record. Whiteland 7-3-1. The Artesians in second place, sole possession of second in the Mid-State Conference. The Artesians at 5-1. Whiteland 3-1-1 in Mid-State Conference play. Plainfield leads away at 5-0. This is senior night. The Artesians started all their seniors here today, and Demery Pueblo started and had to take her off the field. She had an injury in the Franklin matchup last week, a week ago, and now is back at it. Curious if I look over at my phone if I've got anybody asking me about anything going on. And I do, but unfortunately I don't have my phone with me because it's over by the window, because it's the hot spot we're using to live stream, because, and I'm not throwing you under the bus, Will Myers, I understand we can't get any service out here, but we don't have any service from any of the areas around here. Nothing we can do about it. They've tried. There's no really good area to connect it up. So I'm using my hot spot to do it. As a result, it's over by Austin Bray. Austin's locked into the game, has headphones on. He doesn't know what's going on, but thank you, Matt Smith, for notifying me of that 25 minutes ago. It would have been awesome if I would have had my phone with you to be able to get this going. But like we said, Matt, you haven't missed much here. It's 0-0 as Kaylee Houchin will count it down. That right there was the closest that anybody's come to a goal here in the first half of play. So like we said, you didn't miss much. I promise you it will be a much more exciting second half of play here. We did have senior night, and like we told you, you didn't miss that either because we had planned to show it at halftime. So stay tuned right here. We have that senior night festivities here right now.
Good evening. On behalf of Principal Mr. Jeff Bell, we'd like to welcome our visitors this evening, the Whiteland Warriors. Before tonight's contest, we'd like to recognize our senior soccer athletes for Martinsville High School. We'd like to thank to our strong senior athletes and their parents. We'd like to thank the class of 2024 for their strong work ethic, their school spirit, their determination. We'd also like to thank the parents for all their help and support for this fine senior class. Now let's meet our senior members of our girls soccer team. Our first senior tonight is number 3, Maddie Mosgrip. Maddie is being escorted by her parents, Lena and Luke Mosgrip. Maddie is a 4-year varsity soccer member, soccer captain for 2 years, defensive player of the year in 2021, most valuable sprinter in track for 2023. She also received the Mental Attitude Award in 2022. She's been all-conference, all-area, academic all-state, North-South all-star game participant, 2022 Artesian Leadership Award, and 2023 Athlete of the Month for the month of May. Maddie is also the president of the National Honor Society. Her plans are to attend college, study biochemistry, and play soccer. Maddie's favorite memory of soccer is the friendship she has made in scoring her first varsity goal after 4 years of being a defender. Maddie'd like to thank the following: to her parents for being her biggest supporters. You've always showed me to every game, rain or snow. You believe in me even when I didn't in myself. I wouldn't be where I am today if it wasn't for your love and support. Also, she'd like to say thanks to Coach Dilbone for sticking with the team and a program the last 4 years. You stepped up, you did it for us, Can't thank you enough for leading this team to the best record in Martinsville women's soccer history. You're an amazing coach. To all my other coaches I've ever had, I'd like to thank you for believing in me, showing me the love of soccer. And finally, to God, to thank you for giving me the ability to play the sport I love and be able to make friends I have along the way. Put your hands together. Number 3, senior member, Maddie Mossgrip. Our next senior, number 7, Lexi Doherty. Lexi is being escorted by her parents, Jessica and Matt Van Winkle. Lexi is a 4-year soccer member, IHSA Integrity Award winner, 4-year track member, 300-meter dash Kunch relay winner, also a member of the All Honor Roll on the A side of things. Lexi plans to attend college, hopefully med school. Fashion design is also in her thoughts. Her favorite soccer memory is meeting some of her best friends and laughing on the bus rides with her teammates. Lexi would like to thank the following: her parents, brothers, grandparents, and the Berries for always supporting her and being there when she needed it. Best of luck, senior member number 7, Lexi Doherty. Our next senior we'd like to recognize is number 8, Ashlyn Crow. Ashlyn is being escorted by her parents, Aaron and Eric Crow. Ashlyn is a 4-year varsity starter, completing her first year of cosmetology, and is on the A-B honor roll. Ashlyn plans to continue with cosmetology and pursue a career in cosmetology after graduation. Ashlyn's favorite soccer memories are the bus rides, post wins, the team's inside jokes, and making friendships that she'll never forget. Ashlyn would like to thank the following: her parents, grandparents, other family members, friends for coming and watching me over the years. She'd also like to thank the coaches, Coach Dillbone, Coach Borchette, along with all of her teammates for making me feel like the best player on the field, even on my worst days. Best of luck. Number 8, senior member, Ashlyn Crow. Our next senior, number 16, Demery Pablo. Demery is being escorted by her parents, Judy and Kurt Pablo. Demery plans to attend college, but is undecided on her major at this time. Her favorite soccer memory is when Morgan called her to the back of the bus, and she had a whole cake in her lap. Demery would like to thank the following: her parents, coaches, and teammates for all their support for all those years. Best of luck. Number 16, Demery Pablo. Our final senior member is manager Kayla Wessner. Kayla is being escorted by her dad, Kip Wessner. Kayla plans to become a flight attendant after high school. Her favorite soccer memory is being with her friends and watching the team grow. Kayla is a member of cheerleading, softball, track, member of the Bible Club, dance marathon, red and blue crew, and homecoming queen. Put your hands together for senior manager Kayla Wessner. Congratulations to these outstanding seniors, their parents, and all their efforts they put towards not just Artesian Lady Soccer, but also to our school community. Congratulations, ladies. You're a fine representative of what our school has to offer and all of its best. Thanks again, and good luck. Don't do that.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Getting set here for half number 2. We're live here. If you're just joining us, we apologize for the technical difficulties at the beginning. We missed probably the first 38 minutes of the half, but you didn't miss anything. Martinsville had a couple of attacks and maybe a couple of shots on goal, and then the very last shot from outside the penalty area by Whiteland on Martinsville was probably the best chance of the entire half for either ball club, and that ended it. You saw senior night. See if Martinsville comes out a little bit more energized and fired up, and they do here. Olivia Phillips with it, and it will go out as Addie Berry tries to run on to it. So we'll try to recap several of the things that we've been talking about. I want to shout out the head coach from Whiteland, Nick Magdalenos, who did a nice job, responded to our email, provided us with great information prior to the matchup, and always, head coach Jason Dilbone from Martinsville. He's been great for us and providing us with information and things that we need to try to help bring you this broadcast. Jack Reeves and Nick Tutterow running cameras here. Austin Bray, nice shot that time by Laura Barkle, but again, right there at the goalkeeper, Emberton corralling it. Addison Emberton up with it. Those crew here. A little bit late. That's a long haul. They need to steal a golf cart to get over and get their concessions a little bit more quickly, I guess. Oh, that shot will be in. Beautiful shot that time by the Artesians as Laura Barco able to score it. And Martinsville, just like that, a minute and a half in, able to take the lead 1-0. Well, it did not take very long here to get some action going in half number 2. A minute and a half. And Martinsville's on the board with a Laura Barco chip shot just at the edge of the penalty area. We had our camera people trying to get settled back in as we'll revisit that concession stand trip a little bit. So we weren't able to get all of the replay and stuff set up and going, but believe us, it was Laura Barco on the goal, and I believe that Nick Tutterow actually had the score. So the Artesians up 1-0, and apologize for not being able to replay it, but just hit that rewind button on YouTube and watch it over again if you would like, as the Artesians lead it 1-0 here on senior night. It's the sophomore, Laura Barco, with the left foot just inside the penalty area at the 38-30 mark, and Martinsville out in front 1-0. The sophomore for the Artesians, 6th goal of the season now. A lot of Artesians that have found the back of the net this year. Olivia Phillips leading the way with 8 goals. Addie Berry with 7. Cassie Berry with 6. Now Laura Barco with 6 as well. And then Brenlyn Hamlin has a goal on the season, as well as Paisley Vire and Maddie Moskrip for the Artesians. Whiteland trying to come right back there in the front of the box, but cleared away. Now Kenzie Cohen up the left side here. Looking ahead, nice through ball to Addie Berry now. Berry trying to cross back over as it poked away. And it'll be a throw-in for the Artesians. They lead up 1-0, the 38-30 mark here of half number 2, Laura Barco. Just inside the penalty area with a left foot over top of Addison Emberton to give Martinsville the 1-0 lead. Maddie Moskrip, the senior. We talked about this early in the broadcast. The part that you miss is, again, Barco has it through ball, trying to find Olivia Phillips. Now Emberton quickly corrals it, but Maddie Moskrip, one of the seniors, has started all 4 years along with Ashlyn Crow, and Coach Dilbone talked about the fact that how valuable those 2 seniors have been, really the entire senior class, but that Maddie has played nearly every single minute that she could have possibly played since her career started here at Martinsville High School, and that's just a great achievement and a feat. And then when you watch her play in the backfield and the defense for the Artesians, you can see how valuable she has been. Phillips moving back, trying to get it to Addie Berry. Artesians nearly come up with it that time as an other senior that time. Lexi Doherty was coming in on the right side, but the Warriors trying to clear it. Here's Martinsville's really up the attack here in half number 2. We went through an entire first half really with no meaningful offensive possessions or opportunities for either ball club, and then within the first minute and a half here of the second half, the Artesians had a couple of chances at it, and both by Laura Barco. First about a minute in, just outside the penalty area, but then about 30 seconds later inside the penalty area, just inside it, Barco finds the back of the net. Cassie Berry comes up, wins it away, puts the brakes on, and now looking for some help, but it will maintain possession of it. Now trying to get the through ball to her sister, Addie. She runs onto it, settles it at her feet. Trying to go to that right foot, really favors that. Fires it to the near post, but right there is Addison Emberton, who had done a great job to set up camp on that near post and take any angle away. Laura Barco has the goal. Back to Cassie Berry. Berry with 6 goals coming in, Cassie that is, and had 4 of those in one contest this season for Martinsville. Artesian 7-0 win over Decatur Central. Cassie Berry up ahead to Barco. Martinsville really dominating possession. Similar to what they did in the first half of play early on. They kind of dominated possession, but they have created many more opportunities here in this second half of play. We showed you this earlier, but the Artesian football team camped out over at underneath the scoreboard, out here to support the girls soccer program. Got a couple of football players on the camera here, Nick Tutterow and Jack Reeves. Austin Bray doing the tech directing on the MHS Rewind YouTube channel and IHSA TV. Glad we can bring that to you. Come the Warriors now, in with possession of it. Whiteland will get the throw in. Again, we apologize for some of the angles here, just the way we're positioned. We've got kind of our camera up as high as it'll go on top of the press box with our tallest member running it, Nick Tutterow, and so we still can't get it up over top of the railing. So trying to do the best we can, especially when the ball comes here to the near side. It's hard to get clearance. Speaking of clearance, something Whiteland can't do. Now Martinsville back on the attack here. Let's see if they can get a run to it. Phillips a little give and go for Addie Berry. Berry still on the right foot. Really likes that right side, trying to get the cross. But Phillips can't run onto it, and Emberton rolls it out to Laporte. Alexa Laporte for Whiteland, second leading scorer. Leaves it ahead that time for Bethany Floyd, but Maddie Moscrip right there tracking back, and a little chip shot from outside the box for Laporte. Layla Wolf has not had to do very much here today, and she'll punt it away. Looks like it'll be a goal kick coming up for the Artesians. Layla Wolf will get it. A sophomore, a good one according to the stats. Only 3 goals allowed on the season. Ashlyn Crow, another senior for the Artesians. Demery Pueblo, another Artesian senior. Olivia Phillips was a senior as well, and get her for the foul, but Demery injured in the contest against Franklin. She got the start here, but they kicked off, ball went out of bounds, and allowed Martinsville to get her out of the lineup immediately, so a nice gesture there. She gets to start here on senior night. Also Lexi Doherty is senior for the Artesians as well, and Maddie Moscrip, the 4 seniors for the Artesians, and the manager also, Kayla Wessner. 10 minutes gone by, Martinsville leading, looking for some more. Emberton right there. So Addie Berry starting to control possession a little bit, really favors that right foot, tries to get a good strike on it there. The Artesians, Maddie Mosgrip. Back with Hadley Ricketts. Martinsville trying to clear it. Can't. But Layla Wolf will pick it up. Get a chance to punt it away here. 1-0 Artesian lead, 28-30 mark. To go, the 38-30 mark. Laura Barco finds the back of the net to give the Artesians the 1-0 lead. Brinley Hamlin now. Up ahead, the freshman. Good size for her, good skill, strong, aggressive. Artesians coach Dillbone really likes her ability. Alexa Laporte trying to get a through ball there, but it was taken away. Emma Gill, the leading scorer for the Warriors over there on the left side. And you'll probably hear Coach Magdalenos encouraging his team to move forward and push ahead in the attack. They're down 1-0. Martinsville in second place in the Mid-State Conference, coming in with a 5-0 or 5-1 record. Plainfield at 5-0 coming in. They'd beaten Martinsville 2-0 earlier in the season. Beat this Whiteland team 4-0. The Warriors 3-1-1 in third place in the Mid-State Conference coming into this one. You get the corner kick coming up in front of our superintendent, Eric Bowen. Across, the Warriors trying to settle it. Gill loses it. Now Olivia Phillips trying to clear it. But the Warriors have pushed forward just a little bit. Now let's see if Martinsville can maybe get a counterattack. Everybody for Martinsville back on the defense. The Warriors left one defender back and really had three of their midfielders, three of their other midfielders slash defenders move forward just on the other side of the center line. But they haven't really pushed forward a whole lot here. They're really trying to respect the speed of the Artesians, so it's made it a little bit difficult here today for Coach Dillbone's ball club. Not a lot of free runs for the Artesians. Gracie Breen with it, trying to clear it.
Drop in, Addie, drop in, help.
Now the Warriors trying to get the attack here. Madison Fleury on the left side. Defended there by Kenzie Cohen. Now Cassie Berry trying to clear it. Brinley Hamlin keeps control of it. Good touch here. See if she can get a through ball here to Olivia Phillips. Tries to. Phillips runs under it on the left side now. Trying to do some work. Can't get past her defender. And cleared here to the near side. Again, we apologize. Crow throws it in. Now Gill changes directions quickly up ahead to Bethany Floyd on the right side. About 15 minutes gone by in this one. Martinsville up 1-0. See if the Artesians can get a counterattack here. You hear Coach Dillbone say, now we go, now we go. And Cassie Berry was looking for her sister Addie, but a nice job by the Warriors, Aaliyah Perkins, of tracking back and keeping that out of harm's way. Now the Warriors on the counterattack, so you've seen a little bit more back and forth possession, not as much in the midfield here recently. Counterattacks by both teams. And here we go again. Laura Barco has the goal, trying to go right back to Cassie Berry, but can't quite make a connection, and the Warriors take it away. See a little bit of the physicality there by Brinley Hamlin. She didn't like losing that possession that time. Barco trying to get the through ball. Phillips trying to run underneath of it. It's a nice job of keeping possession of it. Has a good opportunity here. Phillips, the right foot, blocked by Emberton, and she'll quickly settle on it. Phillips had a chance there. They forced her a little bit wide. Took a shot with the right foot, couldn't get it And the Warriors maintain possession of it. So the Artesians out in front 1-0. So here comes Emma Gill and the Warriors once again.
Good, Ashlyn. Great job. Good job, Ashlyn. That's
Ashlyn Crow wearing that captain's armband. Senior along with Olivia Phillips, Lexi Doherty, and also Maddie Moskrip, the 4 seniors. But it's Laura Barco. The 38-50 mark gets the lone goal. Just went back and watched it. So nice job by our camera people to get it. Nick Tutterow on that game cam got it. I believe Jack was still consuming his concessions at the time. So not sure that we had that. Like I said, we'll get that taken care of. If anybody wants to give us a golf cart, that would be awesome. Barco on the left side. Nice cross into the middle, but nearly cleared out of there by the Warriors that time. It looked like it was Lauren Demick who tried to clear it. I think that's who it was there for Whiteland. It may have been Ashley Cooprider, but nonetheless, the Artesians couldn't take advantage of it. Emberton stayed back in her goal as Maddie Moskrip tries to control it and loses it out. Warriors going quickly there. Now Barco trying again up ahead. Martinsville another chance. Let's see if we can get a through ball here. Hamlin nearly loses it, still has possession of it. Touch needed to be a little bit harder. Now Laura Barco, she already has 1 goal. Touch though again, trying to get the through ball, just not enough on it. And about 20 minutes gone by, 19 minutes gone by in this one. And again, the Warriors going quickly, really no time on the throw-ins. They're going to attack the right side now. Marin Cook and Ashlyn Crow corrals it, another senior for the Artesians, and she's trying to clear it. Little pressure being applied. Paisley Vire in for the Artesians.
Pinch in. Push up. Let's go. Cassie, we need you. Let's go. Cassie, play right in there, okay? Off your feet, off your feet.
Vire trying to get it up ahead to Olivia Phillips. And
Cassie, right in there.
this is kind of what Coach Dillbone thought they would have the opportunity to do with the 3-5-2 lineup that Whiteland employs, that they'd have some opportunities for some quick counterattacks. But Whiteland really kind of laid back in that first half of play, though. Down here a goal here in the second half. They've kind of come forward a little bit. So Artesians have had a few more opportunities on the offensive end. They lead it 1-0 on Laura Barco goal about the 38-50 mark. Ashlyn Crow through ball here, and Olivia Phillips has it. Great opportunity for the Artesians. Phillips will put it into the back of the net. The senior scores here on senior night, and the Artesians out in front 2-0. And right on cue, exactly what we were talking about, the counterattack. And let's take a look at it here once again. We gave Jack Reeves a hard time last time, but this time he was right on it. The pass from the senior Ashlyn Crow, the through ball to Olivia Phillips into the back of the net. He gets the hero shot. It's Olivia Phillips, the senior, and the Artesians out in front 2-0. So the 18:48 mark, and the Artesians leading it now 2-0. And that's what we were talking about, and what Coach Dilbone was hoping for, was the opportunity to use their speed, stay wide at times. That time it really wasn't anything going wide. It was right at the heart of the Warrior defense, but Whiteland had kind of really moved everybody forward, and they got an opportunity for a counterattack. Nice through ball that time by Ashlyn Crow, and they're still, Martinsville still taking pot shots at the goal here. Looking for more, up 2-0. Whiteland looking a little bit defeated here. Let's see if Martinsville can keep the foot on the gas pedal. Remember, they jumped out on Shelbyville on Monday night 2-0 over a very good Shelbyville team, and then saw the Golden Bears come clawing their way all the way back to get the 3-2 win. And Coach Dilbone not really happy, a little bit surprised at his team's response to giving up the 2-goal lead and then dropping 3-2. Well, here in the second half of this one, a very uneventful first half in this, we didn't get the live stream going. You didn't miss anything on senior night because there wasn't anything going on in the first half, but it didn't take long in the second half for Martinsville to get going. Gill and Barry get tied up, the two leading scorers for both ball clubs there, Addie Barry and McGill. Laura Barco at the 38-50 mark, just over a minute in, scores just inside the penalty area, and then Olivia Phillips at the 18:48 mark on a nice pass from Ashlyn Crow, the seniors connecting, and Martinsville up 2-0. Paisley Byer back to Olivia Phillips. She's flashed her speed here in this one to really present some problems for Whiteland. Warriors down 2-0. They're really going to have to push ahead here, and that, though, unfortunately opens you up to what Martinsville does best. That's counterattack with their speed. So we'll see if maybe the Artesians can sneak out another goal here. Brenley Hamlin tracking back, the freshman. Physical, wins it. Does a pretty good job on maintaining possession. Up ahead to Addie Barry. Barry running onto it on the right side of the box. See if she can save it and maybe get across. Favors that right foot. She goes to it on the end line. Goes to the left foot, and it will go wide. Really nowhere to go with it there. Probably would have liked to see if she could maybe get across into the middle. But as it is, it'll be a goal kick to Addison Emberton for the Whiteland Warriors. Actually, it looks like it'll be Alexa Laporte. Second leading scorer coming in, 6 goals. Will come back and put this back into play for Whiteland. 15 minutes left. Martinsville has to feel in good territory here, and we're going to get a foul whistled on Brenley Hamlin. She's physical, and when we talked with Coach Dilbone prior to the Franklin contest, that's what he mentioned. She's been really good for the team this year, Hamlin has, and provided some physicality and her physical skills, like we said, and creates a matchup problem at times for a lot of the opposing teams, and you've seen it here, especially in the second half. Olivia Phillips has been a matchup problem in the second half for the Warriors as well. Warriors in those white tops, the orange shorts, and you kind of get used to seeing Whiteland in that blue, but they really kind of adopted their secondary orange color a little bit more here as of late. You see their logo up in the top left-hand corner. That blue logo with some touches of orange in it. And if you look closely, you look at the headdress of their logo, you see the word Warriors spelled out in the feathers. So pretty unique logo there. But the Artesians have been the stars of this one here on senior night. An uneventful first half of play, and good thing for us because we had some difficulties getting the live stream going, had some technical issues. Recorded the senior night prior and didn't make a switch over that we needed to do after that. So as a result, didn't realize that the live stream wasn't going. Had a couple of people text us, but I did not have my phone near me because I was using it as the hotspot over on the window to provide us with connection so we could bring this live to you. We don't have any connection here in the press box. Not throwing you under the bus, Will Myers, technology director. We've talked about this. You know it's hard to get a connection here to the press box, so glad I can use the hotspot, but as a result, I wasn't able to see the text from Matt Smith about 10 minutes into the match that said, hey, your live stream's not going. So it took us a little bit longer before we got that secured, but you didn't miss anything. No goals in the first half, really not very much action. And then we had recorded the senior night, and you kind of see that at halftime. But if you've been here for the second half, we promised you there would be more action, and there absolutely has. It just took about 1 minute and 10 seconds for Laura Barco to find the back of the net, put Martinsville up 1-0 in this Mid-State Conference matchup. And then about 20 minutes later, it was Olivia Phillips on a nice pass from Ashlyn Crow who finds the back of the net with goal number 9 on the season for her. And the Artesians now lead it 2-0. And again, Crow back at it, one of the seniors for the Artesians, along with Maddie Mosgrip, Lexi Doherty, and Demery Pueblo. All those seniors started here tonight, and in the opening kickoff, the Warriors kind of kicked it out of bounds and allowed Martinsville to get Demery Pueblo off the field. She'd suffered an injury in a contest against Franklin, and so she at least gets to start here on senior night, and then they get her off the field. So a nice moment for her. With the Artesians leading it here, though, 2-0 as we go down below the 12-minute mark in this one. The Artesians came in sole possession of second place in the Mid-State Conference. It looks like they're going to maintain that. Plainfield first in the Mid-State Conference, 5-0. Beat Martinsville early in the season 2-0, and also beat these Whiteland Warriors 4-0. Plainfield so in firm control of the Mid-State with a couple of games left. Talked also about that fact that sectional was coming up. The draw comes out on Sunday, and the Artesians will be in the Bloomington South sectional. So a really good Bloomington South team, a Bloomington North team that Martinsville has tied this year, but a game that head coach Jason Dilbone felt they should have won. Martinsville, an opportunity here, cleared kind of by the Warriors. Now Emberton will come up with it. The Artesians potential opponent in sectional, Terre Haute South, and Terre Haute South beat Martinsville 4-1. But that was a game Martinsville led 1-0 before Cassie Berry had a red card on a slide tackle and had to play the rest of the match. The Artesians did one man down. That's the best opportunity by Whiteland. But the Artesians goalkeeper, as she has done the majority of the season, Layla Wolf, right there, and she will punt it away. So no harm done, as the Artesian defense hasn't given up many goals or many chances here today. No goals and not very many chances, and all season they've been solid there. Whiteland got a good crack at it, but Layla Wolf cleans it up. Plainfield with 2 mid-state conference matchups left. Actually playing tonight against Franklin. Actually played on Monday against Decatur, so I'm going to guess they won that one, and this one against Franklin would decide the conference if what happens, and trying to get on the X feeds of these teams and see if I can find what the results are, as this one's ticking down under the 10-minute mark here, and the action starts to pick up ever so slightly. And I said that they had a couple of guys actually runs I looked on. They have 2 games coming up. It's next week against Decatur and Franklin that Plainfield has. So we're about a week away from deciding the end of the Mid-State Conference season. Franklin actually playing Mooresville right now. So still about a week left in the season. Martinsville wraps up their Mid-State Conference play today. If they can, looks like they'll hold on and we'll finish 6-1. And they've got games left against Danville, Bloomington South, and then Monrovia. Monrovia a week from today. It's a really good Monrovia team that Martinsville will be facing coming up. And the boys and girls will go over to Monrovia in that traditional boy-girl doubleheader that wraps up the season. Martinsville trying to wrap up at least second place in Mid-State Conference play, and really it'll be that last match, I'm going to guess, that Plainfield plays next Wednesday against Franklin that will determine where it happens with Martinsville. The Artesians will be sitting at 6-1. Plainfield has 2 Mid-State games left. They play Decatur next Monday. I'm going to chalk that up to a win. Decatur 2-7-1 coming in 0-6 in conference play. So if Plainfield beats Franklin, they'll finish an undefeated Mid-State Conference slate and be 7-0. If Franklin should win, and it's a pretty good Franklin team, they played the record maybe not indicative of that, but they played teams solid. And if they should get a win over Plainfield, Martinsville trying to clear it here. Good opportunity for the Warriors in front of the penalty area. Let's see if we're going to have a whistled or a call here. I think they may get the Warriors as Layla Wolf comes out with it, and she'll punt it away. It was the best opportunity Whiteland's had, the ball in the penalty area. Nora Stevenson, an opportunity, and 3 Martinsville defenders couldn't quite clear it. Through ball trying to go to Addie Berry there, but the Warriors, Aaliyah Perkins, sends it out of bounds, and so a throw-in forthcoming for the Artesian. So maybe an opportunity here up 2-0. There you get a look at the Artesian football players cheering on the girls soccer team with the Arties spelled out correctly. We have a couple of the quarterbacks out there and Ben Field in the middle. I'm not sure who else was over there. Thought maybe Bo Dilly would be out there. Maddox, but I don't see them. Maybe Hunter Stroud there on the end. The exclamation point. Artesians with about 5 minutes left in this one, up 2-0. It looked like Hamlin was offsides, but I think if she doesn't make an attack on the ball, she's not offside. She just stood there, and it'll be a goal kick coming up for the Warriors. And instead of Emberton taking it, it'll be Laporte. Martinsville's done a nice job on her and Emma Gill, really bottling them up. The two leading scorers coming in for this Whiteland ball club. Madison Fleury as well, and they have had very, very few opportunities. Their best chances have come here in the last 5 minutes of play. There's Madison Fleury again, loses it out of bounds. I wanted to call her Madison LaFleury. That sounded like I was a hockey name coming in, just Madison Fleury. Looking to try to score some goals in a flurry here at the end for the Warriors, but Artesians miss hit there on the clear, but Kenzie Cohen gets it out to the freshman Hamlin. The Warriors still have possession here, and really kind of surprising that they haven't put anybody forward, and you can see they've got two defenders marking Barry and Phillips. And now here comes Barco trying to get the through ball. Great pass right on the right foot of Barry, but right there is the goalkeeper, Addison Emberton. But boy, Barco put that one on a dime on the right foot of Barry. She got a good look at it, but couldn't quite drive it home. Credit Emberton staying on her line and taking away the angle. Coach Dillbone has had high praise for all of his girls this year, and really also talked about the fact of how well his sophomores have played. Layla Wolf, the goalkeeper, and then Laura Barco, and also mentioning prior to the Franklin contest how the opposing coaches have also commented on those two sophomores and their play, and you've seen it a little bit here. Wolf, no panic, no panic. And you got an illustration of that right there, no panic. Stevenson was running hard right at her, the ball free in the penalty area, and she just calmly picks it up and punts it away. And then we've seen the skill of Laura Barco as well. Whiteland getting a little bit more on the attack. 2 minutes left. You're in no hurry here. You're kind of just rolling the ball around, punting it around. Here comes the nice punt that time by Wolf. Breen with the left foot. Barry gets good possession of it. Leah Perkins will clear it. And really, you know, just the amount of respect and that Coach Nick Magdalenos has for the Artesians' two leading goal scorers, even down 2-0. He's still, instead of electing to have those defenders push up, he elected to lead them back with the Artesians' goal scorers and mark them. Now another opportunity, and that one just goes high over the crossbar. So Addie Berry getting some shots at it here late, but a minute left in this one. Looks like the Artesians are going to go to 9-3-1 on the season. Finish 6-1 in mid-state conference play with just several games left in the season as they await sectional. The Artesians coming up. A contest on Saturday at Danville. Next Tuesday at Bloomington South. And then next Wednesday at Monrovia. And I say Saturday at Danville. It's actually Saturday here. So if you haven't had an opportunity, 10 o'clock, get out here. Enjoy the weather on a Saturday and see this fantastic facility. And watch Martinsville trying to get to double digits in wins as they battle Danville here at 10 o'clock on Saturday. Well, that's going to wrap it up here on senior night as the Artesians count it down. They win it here, senior night, 2-0 the final. The Artesians get a goal at the 38:50 mark of the second half of play by Laura Barco to go up 1-0. And then they get goal number 2. The seniors team up here. Ashlyn Crow, Olivia Phillips puts it into the back of the net. 2-0. Martinsville goes on to win it here in this Mid-State Conference matchup over the Whiteland Warriors. Martinsville finish in Mid-State Conference play 6-1. They now await the outcome of the last 2 games of the season by Plainfield to see if maybe they can win it or sneak in a tie there with the Plainfield Quakers. Well, that will do it for us here from Martinsville High School. Glad you can join us on the MHS Rewind YouTube channel and IHSAA TV. The final here, Martinsville wins it 2-0. This has been a student production of the RTV program at Martinsville High School. The students in the broadcasting program at MHS that we call MHS Rewind, responsible for producing the game here this evening. Nick Tutterow, Jack Reeves ran cameras. Austin Bray produced it. For those students, I'm Eric Meyer. So long, everyone, from Martinsville High School. Happy day for the Artesians. They win it here, 2-0 the final.